Concrete, the NIP Fnatic matchup. But this, if this goes similarly to Vertigo, this is going to end up being my favorite matchup, I think, of which is crazy to think. Crazy. Okay, here we go. T side for NIP. GODSENT on that CT side, and looks like NIP definitely the fan favorites here, the Betway favorites. We'll see what we can see from this opening there. Just some anti-flash perhaps initially there from the way Popsky's walking backwards, but gearing up for that inner push, and it looks like GODSENT are ready for this.
Oh, this push from Zane. Such great timing, taking down Nock. The opening frag goes the way of GODSENT, but quick to trade it out is Hampus. Now, NIP all over this bomb site do deal with Zane, and they have such great position. Pushed on forward. This is looking really good for them here to start.
Yeah, this is going to be very tough to recover from. Zico will try to do what he can here. Maiden, he's again. How is he finding a look here? How is no one looking at the ramp? And that's a quick double there from Madden, and that's going to enable Zico to push forwards, and they can kind of try to sandwich this. But Popsky might have the master stroke with this one, flanking onto Zico. Maiden has to do it all, but maybe he just will, because he's on that 3K. He is hot for the fourth as he makes his way onto the bomb there. Needs to find the taps, and he's looking for a kill. I think there it is. He's got it. He's going to pressure the defuse there. Pushes out. Popsky doesn't hesitate. Oh my god. That's this game, isn't it? In a nutshell. You just cannot predict who's going to win any round in any given moment. How is Madden getting down there with no one looking? No one checking that. That's insane.
His game sense is exceptional, actually. I haven't seen too much of him before this year,
same.
but man, he's really arrived on the scene and he looks like he belongs here.
Oh yeah.
He is excellent viewing material. Now, NIP have to try to convert the anti-force buy here, always so dangerous on train. And Zane's playing up close with this nade smoke combo, can be so detrimental to any kind of B push. And Zico already taking a huge liberty here. Big individual play from him to get some map control towards T-Con. This is so helpful for GODSENT. Will they play off of this information, though, is the real question. Looks like they still want to enable or enact the buddy system across the map. And NIP, they leave Nock by his lonesome now towards this Ivy position. And Zico, he might just catch him out. Or he'll find a timing on the flank. Oh, wow. This is so big. And Zan, he's able to get one. Would have loved to see him buy a little bit more time, but Crystal is in such a good spot as well. And oh, Madden from downtown taking down Plopsky. Crystal knows it's his time to strike. Oh. And he can't find the kill. Are you kidding me? Rez able to spin around. But Zico, on yet another flank, is able to take down Twist. That's the bomb down. Rez still at this upper position now, has to try to find a way to work with Nock in order to get this bomb back. And look at how GODSENT are just grouping up together. All three players swinging from upper right now. Rez has to tap them out. He only finds one, and that just leaves Nock.
What is happening in this round? It's unbelievable how they found all these positions, how they've turned this one around. GODSENT, they're so close to completing it. Nork is trying to make his way to the A side, trying to sneak. Can he find his way all the way to the A side? Oh, he's barely trying to escape this, but he can't. Farlik will gun him down. Wow. What? How? And just what? And how and what? And how do they manage to find so many positions like that? I need to like go back and look at that round from the beginning to even begin to understand how it was possible for GODSENT to find players in all of those weird positions.
That is really cool to see. I just love how Zico takes the initiative there, or just walks into T-Con. It's so risky, but it worked out in GODSENT's favor massively. The fact that they're able to rotate a little bit quicker, and he can get that flank off as well. Huge plays from the GODSENT side.
Okay, GODSENT. Back at that one, they're looking really good to try to convert, stabilize that economy. This game is so interesting because there's so many moments which I don't understand, but it just gets so exciting. Like this should be pretty clean, it looks like. Maybe I shouldn't take anything for granted, but in that last round, just that spot where, for example, I believe it was Twist was fighting, I forget which GODSENT player it was, and as he was trying to plant the bomb, he comes off of it, and he's just able to barely get that frag. And just like, it's just, there's all these small extra things that keep happening to maximize the drama in every round, which is amazing to watch. Give me all the CSGO drama in the game.
Yeah, leave it in the server.
Yes.
That'd be a great way for it to all come down. All in all, great anti-eco, anti-force from GODSENT there. Only lose a single player in Stiko, and he only had an MP9 at that, so that's just the SMG lost on the side of GODSENT. Great stuff from them.
That's huge for GODSENT. Not losing too many people. Build up their money. Build it up.
Should be another anti-eco.
Show me the money. And it'd be nice if NIP could get the bomb down at least. That'd be, I guess, the goal of the round. Which way they will do it. It looks like they're just heading everybody inside. Sneaking on down.
Sneak it on down.
To Bada Town.
Counter-Strike is just, it really is year on year. Like, there's always going to be, you know, things that aren't as exciting, like maybe your favorite team that's struggling, or maybe some famous names that aren't able to deliver as you'd like, or whatever it is. But year on year, there's just so much talent coming through, and how the scene is changing at the top level. Even though, you know, we are in this online phase right now, it's just extremely exciting to see a team like GODSENT playing at the level that they're playing right now. You know, just trying to deal with this eco. It's like a kill in the plant. Beautiful.
Oh, they got it. They got it.
That's so fantastic for NIP. Maybe they're able to get exactly what they want, and a bonus kill to boot.
Yeah, I think that point about online CS and how it's evolving is actually really interesting, given that some of the top teams, they really took their foot off the gas. They're kind of almost taking it as a little bit of a break, even though there is a lot of value in these games and how they will help you make it to the Rio Major. It's teams like GODSENT that are just 5 guys that get together and all have one dream, one vision, work towards it day in and day out, and you can see the result of their hard work is very apparent.
Heroic are another similar team, which I think I was alluding to when they were playing earlier. It's just you get that sense for them. That's exactly as you describe.
Oh, look at those nades on Stiko.
Yeah, he's got some shell shock.
Oh, no! That time.
That's quite a forward play.
Oh, wow.
What?
Nice read. Damn. Okay, Plopsky down the ladder. Is there a way to save this? At this point, you can never... These two teams, it doesn't feel like you can count anything out. We've seen so many really just crazy timings and ridiculous rounds. Plopsky looking to try to get an entry out of this. Ooh, very fortunate to stay alive is Stiko. And that's a problem. He carries an AWP. He's got a lot of potential with that gun still. And LIP are making a good run to this bomb site. Nork is able to make his way to camera. He might just sit in this corner for a while, wait for that smoke to go away, and see what he's given. Plopsky wanting to find a way to plant this bomb, but it's certainly a difficult prospect. Oh, he finds the headshot of the Z. And there it is, Nork unleashing his potential from camera. And just like that, NIP are looking like the favorites in this round. It was looking terrible, 3 versus 5, but look at them now. You've got to hold on to the block. Looks like they're going to do just that. There isn't a way back in this one for Stiko. There surely isn't.
Yeah, he's going to have to find a kit, low HP.
He needs this. He needs to keep this orb, surely.
Yeah, even though GODSENT has a lot of money for the most part, I mean, this round's pretty much impossible. It's just smarter just to save and run away.
Yeah, absolutely. He's hanging around for an oddly long time, but probably in the hopes that he'll pick one off and do a little bit more economic damage. It's always nice to get 3 kills in a losing round.
I like the route that NIP took in the mid game when Plopsky kind of crouched around the bomb train area, and instead of maybe planting the bomb or making moves, NIP just held for about like 10 seconds. They just watched to see if anything happened, and it paid off because GODSENT felt like they needed to make an info play. Well, at least the guy in Z did, and as soon as Plopsky killed the person top of Z, the person from camera was able to kill the other guy at Z too. So it was good timing and a nice little what's going on.
Not looking into ladder, surprisingly, as he runs in. Will enable res, but quick on the trade is Farlig. 4-on-4 situation, and already NIP are really centered around this box hall position. Zen is playing up close to the smoke at sidewalk now, but he'll back off. He recognizes the danger, and that can be a great nade. Oh, man, such great damage coming out from him. That'll really hinder NIP's chances going into this, but they'll still press on forward, and Zen, he's here to meet them.
Wow.
Great stuff.
That's some just great team awareness as to like what's going on there. That kind of stuff is just all about good communication. Just the fact that your team is just is not only taking the initiative in the right ways to be able to get information on the right parts of the map, but just conveying it. And then you've got players that understand the game well enough to have the awareness to know how they should respond as a result. That looked great from GODSENT.
Absolutely.
It was very fun to watch as well, like NIP in one of those previous rounds in the 3v5, just finding a way to just win it through good use of utility and scaling and like good spacing and just taking positions, holding at the right spots, playing it patiently. These two teams are playing very good Counter-Strike right now, and it's an absolute joy to watch. If you're not having fun, you should be having fun. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, tell them how to live their lives.
Exactly.
Tell them how to perceive. Well, NIP, couple of nades coming out from them, but it's not looking good on their push attempt just yet. It's a little bit staggered, in fact, and this is good utility coming out from GODSENT on the counter, and great positioning from Zen as well. This is just one by one into the bomb site. This is, thankfully for NIP, a sloppy round coming out, but it's not of too much consequence. It was a half buy, all things considered, and if there were any time to play some weaker looking CS, this would be it. It's okay.
Yeah. If I was a coach for NIP, I'd definitely call a timeout after this round. NIP looked like they slowed down a lot after the last map in terms of just their teamwork, just a little bit off here and there. It's not as crisp as we would like to see. It's an important gun around as well. So, maybe talk it over with the team, say, hey, last game's over, new game, new us. We're down 2-5.
Yeah, that was a little bit uncharacteristic of them. Have never really seen an approach like that from them, especially when they're all centered in the same position. They all seem to have that one objective, and usually it's a very unified go signal coming out. But I think they're okay with it. They'll move past it. Quick round from them, take the guesswork out of everything here, but Modern is there to meet them. Takes down Knock already, and Farlig, this double op setup from GODSENT, looks to capitalize, but Twist will actually find the shot in return, takes down one of those offers, and now Seiko has to back up in the smoke, and Farlig, he's still here to fight. That's the other off coming into play, and it's doing a great job. Farlig takes down 3 on this defense here, and it's all up to Rez.
He is in a pretty far back position at this point. Doing quite a lot of damage, though. They are quite low at this point. They are on the defuse, though, and there you go, get finished off. That was actually that round was so much closer than it actually looks in terms of like, oh, there's 3 CTs alive, because I think you saw I forget which player it was who challenged Stiko around camera, but with that's like a really important moment, because if Stiko dies, then all of the CTs suddenly lose position, and because Stiko didn't die, NIP didn't have anywhere to have any good positions post plant. And it's just like a case of like just got to get those kills quickly enough, and NIP in that round weren't able to quite do that. But otherwise, that's one of those rounds where I would want to, if I was NIP, I'd want to run that again, because I think if NIP gets into that spot again, I'm pretty sure they're going to win one of those rounds. Like, they were in favorable spots, I think.
Yeah, Train T-side. If you think there's a 50% chance on any given strat, you would probably just run it into the ground. If you can pull off a half that goes 50-50, 8-7,
yeah,
all day. You take that all day.
That's very much something that was always a part of the way that Threat thinks about the game, is making sure that, like, really encouraging his team, even if they lost a round, they ran twice. if it is the case that you look at it objectively, like you actually were in really good positions, they just had that 10%, that 10% that is their win condition that actually just happened. Let's just keep running it. But we'll see what look we get in the next gun rounds.
Good cleanup here, it's looking like, from GODSENT. Just playing back, letting the action come to them, but Plopsky's actually able to take down Zen at the back. But Modern still holds his ground at this held position. All right, well, NIP will find a bomb plant. Oh, Hampus. Nice shot from him. Now things open up. He finds a second as well. It's just down to him and Crystal, and oh, he can't complete it. But that's such great damage coming out.
It's pretty good damage. And one thing I want to say positive about GODSENT is the way that Stico repositions himself after he's been spotted. The entire series so far, he's not stagnant in his spots. He's always moving around a little bit, and it's been pretty successful for the most part. Like, NIP's having a hard time chasing him down because he's tossing down the smoke. His teammates are flashing behind him, and he's kind of like dancing around, and this playstyle really suits him well.
That's a really good point, and it kind of goes to that thing that I was saying about that round that they should run again. That was really favorable. Seiko was one of the reasons, because he just stayed alive somehow for so long, that created problems for them. Because then this anti-timing happens eventually, where if you don't get position quickly enough, you get pretty wrecked. Speaking of position, Madden once again, and Farlig also. Farlig found his frag towards Ivy. It was, I think, an attempt at pushing the smoke. And he caught that one. Hampus, though. Hampus is on one right now. A couple of crazy deagle frags the previous round. Now he's opened things up towards the A yard. There was so much presence around Ivy. Hampus seemed to take that as a chance to push outside, and he finds that success. Let's do slow down, though, after the trade. What can Plopsky find? Crystal right below him. And this won't be easy. Got Zen on the bomb train. And oh, there we go. Patience is going to pay off for Plopsky. 50 seconds now to figure out how they want to play this one. They are now resetting the situation in this 2v2. GODSENT are in a position where they cannot know which site will be hit. There is no way to know. If they move from their current positions, they might get caught out, so they just have to hold and get lucky, and there you go. Farlig will find Plopsky. There's the trade. But it is now a 1 versus 1. Twist against Zen.
It looks like Zen will be on that latter flank right now. Will Twist expect it, or oh, will Twist make a proactive play towards inner? Oh, it looks like he will. Oh! 10 seconds left, he has to plant! And Zen will get the better of him there. Gets him on the timing. Twist forced to plant with just 10 seconds left. Has to try to run back to that bomb site. And nice little proactive play from Zen. Good stuff from Farlig to just hold his ground all the way in the back lanes.
I'm curious if he saw him walk into Z with 16 seconds left. Do you think he would have held the A bomb site or go rotate inside right away? I don't know if that was what maybe Twist was trying to do, or he maybe just lost count of time and kind of panicked. I don't know.
I feel like usually if you make it into Z on a 1v1 there, you don't expect the guy to be at the end of Z. Usually he's up close. So, yeah, interesting how that 1v1 ended up being played out.
Ooh, not that much.
Oh, what?
And there's Crystal. Oh, he's got the drop on this one. Nork is going to go down. That's kind of annoying. Can't really trade that one very easily. So now there's Nork to back it up. Crystal is in a lot of safety there. He's very happy, able to upgrade his gun as well, thanks to the efforts of Madden with the AWP and Stico in that forward position. What's ladder rooms causing problems here? Oh, wow. The bold, brazen challenge from Rez was much needed, but unfortunately his teammates were unable to stay alive. And this is kind of a crazy half because it feels like NIP have done a lot well, and yet they aren't able to pick up these rounds.
It's looking a little flat to me in terms of just, it's not the same pop that you have in NIP. You know what I mean? It feels like they're kind of going through the motions a little bit. And I mean, this is their map pick. This is NIP's map pick. They have to be showing something a little more than just kind of walking around and, you know, doing a default here and there. I don't know, I think that NIP needs to actually, you know, pop it up a little bit, step it up.
I feel like they've lost a couple of clutches that were really key in this, and Maybe they used up a lot of their luck on Vertigo as well. It's really hard to come back after that first game of pretty much 2 games of Counter-Strike.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, it's exhausting. So maybe, hopefully that timeout though spurs them just a little bit here. They have a couple of deagles. In fact, make it 3 deagles. Hampus on the sawed-off, interestingly enough. Maybe he's going to be... I think he's going to fly down ladder with that. He's got to fly down ladder.
No other spot of this map.
All right.
Or inside.
Give it to us, Hampus. Give it to us. Come on. No one's going to meet him, though.
There we go.
No one's going to meet him. All right.
All his dreams. Just gone.
And then you get to this point, you feel like so confident, and then it's like, as soon as I walk out of this door...
Well, that's the one plan I had for the round.
Cool skin as well. It's pretty clean. Oh, maybe there's an opportunity after all if he finds the timing. Bastica's moving towards... Oh, there might be a pop flash. Here we go. Pop flash. Oh! Yeah! He got caught with that pop flash, unfortunately. And that's gone. That play would have been really good, but it backfires, and that happens. Oh, that nade. Is it going to find any damage? That's a lick of damage. And we've got a Ivy play from Crystal. Now he's in trouble. He's stuck by that dumpster. And they really want to kill him.
Yeah.
That might actually work out for him, though.
Oh, Farlig's here to support. This is so nice. From GODSENT.
Now they're trapped.
Oh,
on the right
now
side.
they're trapped. They're on the other foot. Oh, man. This is shaping so oddly.
These 2 teams are just so fun to watch.
All right. Farlig will make his way back to that outer yard. Takes down one. He's looking for more. And oh, Crystal pushes the opposing team smoke.
Pushes the smoke.
And Farlig just shooting them from the sky. Making it look like target practice. He's really just farming them at this point. A 4th kill for him. Can he find the ace? No, it will be Zen. Take down the final member. It was such a crazy round.
Farlig, my goodness. His AWP has been just unstoppable. Like, literally unstoppable. Nip has no answer for it.
Yeah, he's 17 for 5. In a tech pause now. I mean, if NIP can get, to like 5 rounds, it's not... That's a fine look, but it's... Obviously, it's... At this point, it's very difficult when you feel like you've had some of these close rounds, but they just haven't, you just lose out the clutch, the marginal situation, even though you're favorable, like you did everything right, but just didn't go your way. And then it feels weird because it feels like you haven't found success. Even though to get to those points, and to be in those spots, you've had success, but to not get the round win as a result, it makes you question some of those plays sometimes in your head, in the back of your mind. And it sucks so much for NIP too, because in losing that first map as well, they don't really have the room to work with. They only have this map to play with. They have to make this work right here and right now. So certainly a lot of decisions need to be made, and I mean, look at GODSENT. Like, what a storyline it would be for GODSENT to find a way to get to the major through the RMR system, and with this lineup, just what a story.
I mean, on paper, you look at it, and 99% of people will just kind of dismiss them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, who are these guys? I think they are.
Wow. That tech pause really working out for NIP there. Looks like they found some momentum all of a sudden. Okay. They're firing back now. NIP able to find their 3rd round here. And oh, the money for GODSENT is not as healthy as I would have figured, but that's the upkeep cost of the double op setup coming back to bite them a little bit. I don't think they're even able to afford a single op into this one. Unless there's one on the ground right now, but I don't think that's the case. So Crystal will be working with scraps at this point. He's made this 5-7 look good, actually, but it's still such a tall order for him. And NIP, let's see what they have for this one.
Hampus quick to Olof, and GODSENT might be looking for some aggression in this round. Ooh, Twist will catch Deco on top of the train. Farlig, he's got to go huge here. He's 17 for 6 right now. He is feeling it. But here he goes for the rifle. Can't get it done. Desperation play there. Oh. There we go. Hashtag word. Godsend will take down one. It's really just consolation kills at this point. NIP. And I don't know what happened. They pressed the big red button. DEFCON 5 initiated. They called the military in, and it's definitely a much stronger look from them.
Yeah, I would love to see a breakdown of what happened in the previous gun round, because they were able to fly out and scale so quickly. I feel like they had to have had some kind of anti-double op strat in place with just a couple of good supporting flashes, because they gained ground in a way they haven't been able to this entire half. So either they just switched it up and GODSENT missed some shots, but I would have to believe that they did something right as a team.
Yeah.
In that case.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. They're such a deliberate team with everything that they do. I think that's what you said is completely warranted for sure, and it looks like they might be good to get to that 5th round actually, which with the momentum as it is, and as you say, like we're talking about the money being kind of crappy for GODSENT in this spot. And although it's a disappointing result for the T side, if NIP can find that pistol, it is extremely recoverable. And they don't even have to find the pistol; they have to find the bomb plant. That's the minimum case, the minimum best case.
The bare minimum.
Bare ass minimum.
There we go. And Rez, try and get some ladder. Oh my goodness! He did a backflip right there.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Clotheslined.
It's hard to get more wrecked than that. Like that, he just got super wrecked.
Ate that grenade right in the face.
He got dunked on.
I just also love how that HE like blows up the glass, so it like makes it like come off like even more just disgusting.
Oh, but GODSENT are setting up very nicely to counter this potential B hit coming out from NIP.
Oh, you crazy, Crystal.
Yeah, we'll see what Crystal's able to do right here. Seen Flusha have a lot of success in this spot. Can Crystal emulate that? He might have found a timing. He does. This is great for him. The bomb has been dropped as well. There's so much confusion on the NIP camp now. Can they bring it back? Knock and Twist in a 2v4 situation. They slow it down, though.
Man, GODSENT giving me Fnatic vibes right now with how these rounds are going. Oof, Twist is going to go down as well, leaving it up to Norg. Full HP, but at 1 versus 4. 40 seconds to go, less than. It's going to be a tough one. Takes down one player, but the cost is information. They know exactly where he is. Norg needs to find his way into a position to plant the bomb, and he's going to try to like get that rotation going, but of course Madden, he's the guy that's there, and that is 4 rounds at least at the end of the first half for NIP. We'll have to see if they can right the ship after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gents, to CS Summers 6. We're on map 2 between GODSENT and NIP, and GODSENT. Oh, GODSENT. They are playing out of their minds right now. NIP are on the struggle bus, and they're trying to come back. They want to force that 3rd map. They want those ranking points.
Give me the points.
We'll see if they can get off to a start on this pistol, the start that they need.
It looks like some Ivy pressure here from GODSENT. Just trying to get out there, have a good time and outside.
Oh, Modern! Not able to find that kill. That might let NIP back in this round, but still great positions from the GODSENT side. Oh, but out of nowhere, Knock and Rez bring it back with a couple frags of their own, leaving just Stico in the 1v2 now. One of these players is so tagged up, but will he expect this one? Yes, he does. Takes down Hampus, executes him, and it's now just up to Knock. Anything, a single bullet, will take down Knock at this point. And Stico, he'll play the bomb. This has now become so difficult for Knock. This is really turned on its head. Stico might just pull off the 1v3 here. There's just nothing for Knock to work with. No information, no kit, no smoke. He just has to find the headshot. He basically just has to guess right at this point. And this should be Stico taking it. The tap comes out. This will force Stico out of position at the very least. And he's able to close it out. Excellent round from Stico.
4 kills with a P250.
Yeah, man. He got raid bossed up as well, I think. You know, that's the way to go. Honestly, as well, I feel bad for Nork. This is like that's like the worst post plant you could ever possibly find yourself in that kind of position. It's like the A site on Nuke is notoriously just awfully hard to, because they can just be in so many different positions, and the ways the trains are, it's just impossible to trade kills.
There's something like 10 spots at least that you can be set up in. It's insane. And you just have time to clear maybe 4 at best or something.
Yeah. And they've gone for the force buy here as well, so NIP really need to get something out of this. It's going to be tough, though. It's going to be real tough.
Yeah, but GODSENT were able to do it to them in the first half. So maybe Nip will take a page out of the GODSENT book. Rez, though, forced off of the angle here. And oh, what is this ladder stack going on for GODSENT there? That's a kind of a interesting X-ray going on.
1.6 right there. So they have 3 people on top of each other.
Yeah, that looked like some funny business.
But they pull away from the funny business because looks like it's going to be an outside fake into an inside take with the way that GODSENT's players are lined up here. And the smokes do go out. And this is pulling 2 rotators from NIP, which makes Hampus all alone in this bomb site. Where'd you go, teammates? He's probably wondering in his head.
Violent stuff from Madden. He is a force to be reckoned with, and NIP would do well to keep what they have into the next round. And it looks like Zen is going to try his best to prevent that. Oh, knife. 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 Knife.
Do it.
Knife.
Do it.
Knife.
Oh!
See, that's what you get, because he didn't go for the knife. Karma.
Are you the master of karma? You know where karma goes, Dan?
Yeah. 13-4, GODSENT convert. And they did such a good job there to get rid of what NIP were holding on to. It's just, they're just looking so powerful right now. Like the strength coming from their lineup is just unbelievable. Like NIP is really good. Like Twist, Nork, Rez, Popsky, honestly, the NIP lineup is sick.
Yeah.
They're great. That's a great team.
I think they just was off to too much of a slow start on their T side and just got caught way behind.
Yeah.
This is looking like a pretty clean anti-eco shaping up here for GODSENT here. They use their utility very well, and the sprays are looking good on top of that. Twist is able to find 1 kill at the very least, but it's not too much. Given that GODSENT were able to keep 3 alive in the previous round, their money is starting to look pretty solid. And NIP have to make up 10 rounds just to tie it.
Yeah, the scoreline for GODSENT is pretty nuts. Like, so many of their players are really feeling it right now, and that's dangerous. It's dangerous. But you can't count NIP out unless the game is over, which it is not yet. Still have a way back in. Flick won't land for Nork. That's unfortunate. That's one opportunity gone. Ooh. And Seeker will fall back out of that position straight away. That's actually very smart. And they can go for a combined A hit, because there's this timing right now where NIP are thinking, okay, they're defaulting, there's a guy lurking inner, and so on. But GODSENT already rotated out, ready to go for a fast hit onto the A site. So and they're also not in T main, which is also to help fake out NIP a little bit, because if they don't see any presence T main, they're not worrying about an A pit as much. But they are going to have to start worrying soon, because here come the nades.
Yeah, and look at Twist's weapon, though. Will it even be able to get involved? The auto sniper actually coming out. A desperation move. And, oh, this is such an excellent counter smoke coming out from Plopsky. That might just stop the whole exec right in its tracks, and it does. That's amazing work from Plopsky there. He just heard the bomb drop as well. This should alert NIP to the whereabouts and the intentions. But, good nade. Takes down Plopsky. But GODSENT, despite the opening pick, still aren't feeling this bomb site, it seems like. In fact, they don't seem to know exactly where they want this hit to end up for certain just yet. It looks like they will center it around A, but that means Twist can finally be enabled along with Noctur in the back lines with these sniper rifles. But Seiko's able to take one down. Crystal is able to find Rez as well, leaving Hampus and Z. He can't find much, and it's just Twist. He has this auto sniper, but at this point in the round, it's so hard to get this gun involved. Retake situation, 1v3. He knows he should give it at least some type of shot, because winning 11 in a row to tie things up is just unheard of. So he'll attempt it. He's moving up right now. Back. Green. Oh, he just made a step, I think. Doesn't seem like GODSENT heard it. Okay, he's not favoring his chances at this point. Looks like he's going to back off. And GODSENT still making that one work. Seemed like NIP had all the info, all the positioning, but...
And the time of the round, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had so much going for them there. Just GODSENT hitting a few more shots at the end of the day, it seemed like.
It was the play that they made off. Like, so first, like, they do the right thing by aborting the play. It's not going to happen with every team. Like, it might be that some teams will try to force the issue. So that's the first correct thing they did. And then like the second correct thing they did is just setting up a what is a very strong split, which is just a ladder. It's like it's a very simple adjustment that can happen very quickly. And they also know that they have team main at that point. And they'd already picked off one player from NIP. So if you do that, usually the CTs can't afford to play very deep into the A yard, which means that the forward spaces are cleared out, so you can achieve that split. So it's just perfect response.
Yeah,
really.
excellent contingency plan coming out from GODSENT. That's for sure. It was a good point. 1-for-1 trade though, into what may be the final round of this match here. Oh, Rez out-dueling an AK and an AWP from that position. Man, this guy is so skilled and talented.
Oh, Madden though, look at this. There's always a contingency when Madden's alive.
Yes.
And he's going to make his way out there. Oh, that would have been so insane. Zen is committed to get out there as well, but he's got a lot to work against. AK there is very hard. You have to get taken down by Rez. Great round from Rez. A quad kill with the FAMAS against AKs and AWPs, whatever you want.
Well, that's like the worst gun in the game, too.
It's funny because they tried to do the JW, which is like jump down ramp with an AWP, but only JW is allowed to do that, I think.
A select few. It goes to show, anyone complaining when they have a FAMAS in their hand, just watch Rez now. I'm just kidding, that gun is impossible.
Just don't buy the FAMAS, alright? That's the key right there.
I can't believe he did that with that gun. That is absolutely insane.
I've lost all faith in the FAMAS once they took away the burst. No more. I don't need you in my life anymore.
Rez creating his own burst. I'm still very impressed by that.
Yeah. It's also very interesting that Twist is just working an auto sniper. It's like everything's normal. Like it's normal. He's like pretending it's like a thing that people do. Yeah. Twist is not. It's not a thing people do. I'm very confused by this, but I'm happy to see how it plays out, and it may actually play out quite well here because, and you can see why it would make sense in the IV position because of the smokes, because of the ways that people jump, peek, and so on. But that's the problem with it. You need more than one shot if you don't hit the head.
Yes.
That's the problem right there. If he had an AWP, he wins that fight. Oh man, it's unfortunate. Plopsky here for the clutch. Has to hold on to this position. The spray is only good for the first kill. And Zen is already lurked all the way up to the bomb train. And this will be a very shocking reality here. As Hampus goes down, he gets shot in the side. And Rez, he has to do heroics once again. Rez holding strong. An absolute Goliath with anything in his hands. He is a danger. And he may have just stifled this push all by himself. They'll challenge him again. But Rez is simply too good. And it's on Stiko's shoulders now to try to find a way to win this round, to finish the series, and see if he's able to do it. He's able to find a better timing. The CTs have yet to rotate. But how will he play the post plant?
The old plant default and push.
He's made his way to oil now. This is an excellent position to be in. He's able to find Rez now. Nock can just play the timing at this point. If he just sticks to this defuse, he's sure to finish it. Unless Stiko can find some kind of angle. 1 HP. Stiko is unable to close it out. But he finds a bomb plant at the very least, so GODSENT can afford a little bit more utility here. Maybe some upgraded pistols. Another hero AK could come out from Zen here, if he so opts for it.
So would you have planted default or on the side of the train right there? Because obviously if you plant on the side, it's a little more telling that he's pushed. But he put himself in a spot where he peaked anyways before they couldn't even see the bomb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just, but that's, you know, the little things.
I think he thought that there was someone who would have just shot him when he was planting, maybe. Yeah. Ooh, the spray there, not going to work out. He knew someone was lurking that smoke. It's kind of a coin flip at that point. He's going to win that spray battle. And this time, Stiko does not find the coin flip favorable. But that's okay.
That's okay.
There's more coin flips to be had. And the B-bomb side looks to be the point of affection for GODSENT. They'll be moving towards it soon enough. NIP have no reason to really do anything at this point. They've got great positions around the map, covering all of the options. They don't need information. And here goes GODSENT into that B-bomb site. The nades ready to be set in place to allow coverage to move in.
Nice shot.
It is.
Oh.
And it's a nice nade as well from Nork. And they can't get in. Great response from NIP so far. They've yet to really truly see a player, and they've taken down most of the team. Crystal with the cheeky plants. And it feels like mission accomplished right now.
Yeah, that's all right for GODSENT in that buy there. They will have a very strong and healthy buy moving forward. Should have full utility, full weaponry. And NIP keep themselves alive. Never really got too scary in that round. Just another round for them, another day at the office.
At the NIP office.
Yeah.
But, again, NIP has to win every single round from this point out to even get it to OT. That is not an easy task at this level.
No, it's not. Can expect some kind of set piece from GODSENT coming out sooner than later. Just keep the pressure on NIP, make them react to something that GODSENT have drilled at this point. We'll see how the round develops, though, here. Looks like GODSENT do want to take a little bit of space away from them, especially towards Vauxhall. Ooh, a flash-out play to enable Crystal, and Farlig's able to take down a player in Sandwich here. Oh, Knock! How does he find that shot? Just randomly shooting through the smoke is able to take down Crystal, evens the situation up.
3 versus 4 here for NIP as they try to find a way to keep hold of these positions, and that's a great kill from Rez. Really good responses here, the experience very much showing. Hampus looking for the right moment to toss this HE. They've been pretty good. I think both teams have been hitting some fantastic utility. Stiko on that sidewalk, looking to cause problems. And that angle, Hampus, what a strong response. It's pretty difficult to see that, but he manages to make it work. And one by one, NIP not really looking too phased in this position. They were in a really awkward spot, but they're handling it like absolute pros. And I guess that makes sense, because they are pros. Look at him go, 8 to 15. It's a long way back, but again, they have the experience, they have the belief. They've got the young, hungry talent.
I don't think he could even see him in that spot.
The smoke.
In the smoke, he just probably heard the shot and saw him.
Muzzle flash.
Yeah,
muzzle
muzzle
flash,
yeah.
something like that. So that's not easy to do. It's hopefully that he misses you and you hit your shots. They are pros.
GODSENT with a deco here. A couple of smokes, maybe some late round play, but oh, Modern able to find an opening pick there at back green. That is a long range eagle shot that he actually started this round with. Interesting way to find a 4v4. Hampus, though, takes down the lurking Crystal. That's one of the sets of utility gone now for GODSENT. They still have the single smoke and flash in play on the side of Farlig here. See if it's able to accomplish much for them. Because the positions for NIP, they're pretty low risk. Player in the ladder room right now, and Twist once again with the auto sniper all the way in the back lanes. It's just
interesting.
Yeah.
It feels like the AWP is just better because, like, we actually saw a really good demonstration as to why there are issues with it. I think it's just the spam through the smokes. I think that's really one of the only things that it really does better with.
That's correct, Dan. That is correct.
Well, there you go. Twist picks up a kill with it. Goodbye. Good night. 9-15. 6 rounds away from overtime. NIP doing what they can to just grind it back round by round. And for GODSENT, there's definitely some stuff that they haven't tried. We haven't seen any, I would say, Ivy-based defaults. We've seen pretty much most of other things. We've seen the outside set pieces, the contacts. We've seen, B plays default into B. We've seen the B fakes into an A hit, which was stopped into the brilliant split as a contingency. It's been quite a few looks strategically for GODSENT so far.
Yeah. A lot of the rounds have been pretty close as well. GODSENT, though. Yeah, would love to see the Ivy play come out. That's a good point, Dan, that they just haven't really pressured that as much as maybe they could have. And Twist on the auto sniper makes that position...
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes it more vulnerable or stronger, in all honesty.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think if the NIP make sure that he has multiple smokes to work with there, if there's pressure, you definitely had it to the auto sniper at that point. But
yeah.
It's a good point, though. Oh. That was really close. And Hampus goes down. That's really unfortunate for NIP. That looked like a really good setup, actually. Now, what is the plan? Rez. The ever-dangerous Rez. He's in a lot of trouble here. He needs to deliver from this position. It's very difficult. Got to be careful. If you spray too much, they're going to drop on you, and that's exactly what's happening. The flash comes through, but it's not good enough for Rez to do any work. And now it's the 3 versus 5. NIP are in hot water right now, and it's looking like there are very few ways out of this horrible position. Norg, he is moving into the open, trying to catch the play before it makes its way out of Pop Dog, and he's going to catch the first frag. Norg is going nuclear with this AWP from E-Box, or at least it will have to be a nuclear performance, as he's stuck behind the smoke now as well. It's such a dangerous position. He has to get something done. And they're going to challenge again. Another miss from Norg, and that's just one miss too many. As Plopsky is the last man standing. The last hope here for NIP to keep them alive in this series. And he's going to get shot in the back by Madden. Very fitting end. 16-9. GODSENT 2-0 against NIP to move forwards in the lower bracket. Can you believe it?
No. No, I can't. I couldn't believe it. No. GODSENT just was amazing this entire series. And NIP was pretty good for at least the first map, but then this map on their own map pick, they just they were way too slow at the start, and you can't just start coming back when it's like 15-4 or whatever it was, and it's just too much. It's just too hard to do that.
Well, we will take I guess a better look after the break with more post-match analysis.